All right, we are here at Warner Springs, and I'm sitting here with Stickman, who is nursing a bit of an injury on his left leg. So anybody out there watching right now, keep him in your prayers because he needs some loving on his leg here. On top of that, his filter just went out, so he's aquamarrying it, and not a big fan of that. But I thought I would ask Stickman, since he's a wise person, he's very wise, and he's of aged origin. He's not 18 anymore.
Not a spring chicken.
What kind of advice would he give an aspiring through hiker of the PCT or any other long trail, but specifically the PCT because that's where we're at? So what would you say, Stickman? What would you tell an aspiring through hiker?
Train. Definitely train before you come out. Just don't, like, I'm going to hike the trail. Train, and make sure your shoes fit, and make sure you have a good filter before you leave.
Yeah, that's good.
And maybe some money too. Helps to have some money on the trail.
What in the world would you do with money on the trail?
Buy tasty burritos when you get into town.
Yeah.
Have a beer.
Get a room, kind of like this one at Warner Springs.
Yeah. Look at this.
So you could have a bit of luxury. You even have a mirror where you can look at yourself and see exactly how...
3 mirrors. I can look at myself in 3 different mirrors.
Wow.
Yeah, it's nice to display yourself.
Yeah.
Because the trail will tear up your feet and your body.
Yeah. And what sort of inspired you to do the trail in the first place?
I've been wanting to do the trail for years. I'm about 20 years past due for hiking the trail, which is, I hate to admit that.
But you're here.
Life kind of gets in the way sometimes, but yeah, I'm here now.
Yeah, right on. And we're at mile 109 right now. We've got about
111, I think.
111. You're like, don't skimp the miles on me. Give me those 2 miles back. You jerk. Those are my miles.
We're going forward, not backwards.
We only have about 2,490 miles to go then, or 89 miles. So how, and we were kind of talking about that earlier, what, you have a bit of, I was talking about a bifocal type of a view of the trail. So maybe the lower end would be the here and now, and the upper end would be like, oh my gosh, Canada. And how would you look at the trail? How would you break it down as far as how do you get through each day? What gets you through each day? And
just break it down into that day, what's coming up that day. You know, like what river's coming up, what scenic view, what water source is coming up, and focus on that for the day. And then when you get to camp, you can think about the other stuff. Think about the Sierras or, you know, Mount Rainier or whatever's coming up in the future. But just think about the day that you're in, or maybe the next day, or even maybe a few days at the next town stop.
yeah.
But don't get all caught up into Canada or Washington or Oregon or anything too far, and try not to keep up with other hikers just for the sake of keeping up with other hikers.
So more of a hike your own hike.
Hike your own deal.
Listen to your body.
Listen to your body. I think you just get exhausted, especially in the first, 300 or 400 miles, if you just try and keep up with people.
Yeah. And anything you'd like to say about ibuprofen?
Take it if you have to, but don't get addicted to it. If you don't have a reason to take it, don't take it. Because if you get a bad injury and you really need to have the pain-killing action of it, it's not going to happen if you get addicted to ibuprofen. If you're taking it every day, just because you have a blister on your foot, then you actually, you break your foot or something bad happens, you're going to need to take a lot of ibuprofen. You're probably not even going to have that much on you to stop the pain, and you're going to be screwed. So take it at first, if you're having swelling, but wean yourself off it and stop taking it.
Right on. Stickman from the PCT, Warner Springs, words of wisdom and advice from a wise old sage. Thanks, man.
No problem.